Hello, hello, hello. How do I click this? Hi. Oh, forgot my light. Can you guys hear me? I didn't do a little sound check before I began. Okay. Let's do a little bit of lighting. Good evening. Hello. How are you? How were your holidays? Let's do a little chit chat. I'm here. I'm back. Um, oh my goodness, so much going on. Leave me a comment if you're joining me here or on Facebook. I'm freezing, so if you hear the heater in the background, let me know if that's a little too disturbing. But baby, it's cold outside. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit. Okay. Hi, oh, I did the wrong thing. That's not what I meant to. What did I do? Okay, that's not what I meant to share. That's the link to the live. Good evening. How are you all doing? I hope your New Year and Christmas and all the things were amazing. Okay, I'll jump right into it because already people are starting to ask me questions in another group. I'm doing another art challenge. Yes, I am. I've done these several times, if you can remember. Um, and good morning or good evening, Valerie. Hi, Beverly. Do I have snow? No. Yesterday, I thought we were gonna get snow, and I was super excited. It ended up being sleety like ice. I was excited. But then again, I wasn't going anywhere and I worked from home. So I was like, go ahead. But for those of you who have it, I probably shouldn't say that. But now they're saying tomorrow it'll be sunny and the next day it'll be sunny, but it's only going to be like in the 30s, which for me is freezing. And then on Saturday, we're going to have the chance of snow or rain. They won't let us know until Wednesday. I'm learning about the weather here. And for my West Coast friends, I hear another Santa Ana is heading there. I am very sorry to hear that because that just sucks. Anyway, it's really cold for me. And as much as I wanted my studio to be outside, and I got my wish, and it's a beautiful studio, I might add, and it's coming right along. See, Susan, just when I'm starting to say something about the weather, Susan from the UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan, jumps in and says hello. So I'm done complaining because I imagine the UP is incredibly cold right now. So I won't complain. All right. I always love it when people jump in and give me a little bit of perspective. Susan, what's the weather like? And by the way, Susan, go Lions! Go Lions! I should have my Lions shirt on. I stayed up last night till about the last 10 minutes of the game and zonked out. And I was so mad at myself, but it was such a great game and we won and all the things. So, oh my God, I just could not love that coach more. Okay, I'm sure y'all didn't jump in just to talk about that, did ya? But just to let you know, in my studio, things are happening, which is so great. Today, I finalized the plans to have my cabinets and counters put in because I still have stuff that is piled up over in the corner. And it's just getting to the point where I was waiting, and now I'm going to do it, and that should be put in February. I've had some feedback about the wall. 99.9% of everybody loves the artwork on my wall and loves to see other artwork and things that we can do. I had a couple of people, I would say one, who just said, wasn't really, I don't like it, I find it distracting. And I thought to myself, I don't think it really distracts from the demos because I aim my camera down. But I am looking at another option to like cover the wall and then hang artwork to it. Okay, Susan says it feels like 12 degrees. Yes, Coach Campbell is awesome. He is so awesome. anyway, all the things. So, but for now, I'm living with it. Oh, and I got a heater down by my hip, and it's actually heating my hip up. So I gotta back this up. I got a space heater so that things would work a little bit faster. But my studio is fully climatized, so I don't have to worry about it. And I just have to come out here and turn the heat on before I go live, which of course I didn't do it. Okay, so love the artwork on the wall. Love the artwork and inspiration. Okay, thank you. I'm debating as I ordered the cabinets, the counter, all along here behind me, there will be counters and cabinets, and then on either side there'll be upper cabinetry. I'll have so much storage. It's so amazing. So one area is going to turn into a little photography backdrop area where I can work, photograph things, not have to tear things down and put them back up. And then also I am pricing a sink and running water, so that's kind of cool. But all the little things. And then I was going to put like a wall of felt behind me. It's good for acoustics when I'm talking to y'all. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Hope you can hear me. So I will be working on that. I just didn't want like the wall of whatever I put up to take away from my wall of art, because quite honestly, I sell all the pieces that you see here. They change out from time to time. If I have samples of stuff, it's easy for me to show or give a sample and it's right behind me and say, this is what I did here. And I actually really love it. So I thought, I have to think about that. But this was just a temporary solution, but now I kind of like it. And it's cheap. It's a handful of nails. Because I'm not made of money at all. Anyway, so with that being said, I do want to announce something that I'm so excited to announce because you guys keep asking me. I am doing another art challenge. I have done these $10 challenges before. Yes, the cost is $10. No, it does not include the supplies. I'll go through everything that it includes. Okay, so really it's kind of like a fresh start in art. And it's actually me sharing how I really got started in making art a creative daily habit. Okay, like going to the gym, eating good, all those things, resolutions. I'm not a resolutions person, so don't come at me. Just not a resolutions person. But I do want to read 52 books this year. And I'm off to a good start because book number 1's already done. But that's just like a personal, like it go, hi, Deborah. Hello, Annette. Hi, Sandra. So I'm going to talk about the Fresh Start in Art Challenge. Mark your calendars. It's April 27th no, it is not April 27th. It is January 27th through January 31st. 5 days, okay? 5 lessons and 5 basic supplies, okay? My team and I got together. We have done so much work. I should say they, myself too, have gotten back to work, and we talked about the next challenge and when we wanted it to be, and we decided January would be a good time because that's the time people are like, oh, they're back to work, they're in the midst of winter if you're in the United States, and you're kind of like wondering what kind of project I can work on. So I'm going to give you 5 days of 20 to 30 minutes, doesn't take long. Actually, it might be like 40 minutes if I answer questions and stuff. But every day, I'm doing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Check your local time zone if you're international. You do not have to be there live. But if you are there live, I answer all the questions. We go through it. They're all recorded. You don't have to be there live. You can access them at a later time and watch them over and over. That's the purpose. I'm going to break down art into bite-sized pieces. Very small. How is my sound? Is everybody good? I can turn my heater off if you can hear that in the background, I'll just flip that down. Okay, there we go. So I break it all down, bite-sized pieces. It's a visual journey of progress. Like, I'm going to give you all the steps. I'm actually going back to how I learned, and we're doing it through a flip book of sorts. Basically, portable flashcards in a journal that you will have to access, find your own art voice, and it just makes art really easy. Great question, Lori. Will this be in your Artful Journey classroom, or do we have to buy it? Lori, please go into your Artful Journey Facebook group. It is free to members. Please do not sign up because it'll cost me more to refund you than it would. So it is not in your portal, but it'll be live in a private Facebook group, which you automatically can get into right away. Okay. Hi, Mel in Australia. All right. People say they can hear me just fine. So I turn the heat down. I'll just live with the portable heater. And if you see icicles off my nose, then that's what's happening. Okay. So 5 days, 5 lessons, breaking it down. I'll show you 5 basic supplies, all of the things. So for the $10, you get the 5 live lessons, lifetime access to revisit, refine your skills anytime, a supportive community of like-minded creatives, a finished artwork in a sustainable way to keep art going as a daily practice, because it's all done in an art journal. Okay, it's a flip book journal that I created. These are actually my 2 first. Okay, way back in the day. Okay, way back in the day when I didn't know watercolors from my elbow and all of the things, I started keeping like a little book of flashcards. I did this on my own, and I was like, oh, sit outside and draw. Oh, let's show you some, here we go. Sit out and draw. And these are all little flashcards because so many people tell me they can't draw. They don't understand watercolors. I get a little wacky. And so these were actually my 2 first books. I never finished this one. I just never did. But this was I don't know, 15 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. Draw some corn, draw some mushrooms, draw some wood, draw some carrots. And see, they all like flip. Okay, draw some rocks. I went through a rock phase. Okay, pile the rocks up. All right. Anyway, that's basically way back. Okay, now I modernized it. Your Artful Journey members, y'all know how this is my journal, my book. I have stuff slipping out of it. This is actually my flip book that I'm currently working on with your Artful Journey members. And sometimes we do add color, sometimes we don't. But basically, the 5 basic supplies I use, this is the exact book. So many of you saw me working at a coffee shop over the break. And we're like, what are you working on? What are you working on? And then I put a questionnaire out there that said, do you want to create pages 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And you guys were so helpful. There was actually a result from that. And I went through and I started my own flip book. I really got to be careful because it sounds like flip off book. It's not that. Hold on. I'm not so fond. These little removable pages things sometimes get. Okay. So I did that. And I wanted to make sure that my science of what I was saying was true. Okay. So, yep, this is true. Sometimes I cut it in half. You get the instructions about how I created the book. Why do I divide it in thirds? Why do I divide it in half? Why do I create on this whole piece? But in essence, this is the flip book that I sat at a coffee shop. Okay, I sat at a coffee shop. I will give you the link in the comments. You probably have the 5 basic supplies, so I'll go through it. But I sat there and I was like, I could break this down. And every day you can do something different, and they're simple. Like, I'm not gonna intimidate you. Maybe I will a little bit. And then we work our way all the way up from thirds to a half to a full page. And that's where it came into play that I asked you, what do you want to create? Don't worry, we're not going to let those other pages go to waste. And that's where I come in, I add color, I talk about I always get these questions. What do you do first? What do you do? How do your ideas come to you? Okay, well, they just do. So this is working up to a full page, all right? So this is the one we're going to do on the last day, because after I did that survey, resoundingly, everybody wanted to know how I did this, okay? So we're going to work our way each day. Now, I'll talk about the 5 basic supplies that you need. Nothing, you could do this with supplies from probably your kids. That's how easy it is. And when you sign up, it's the cost of this flip book is a little temperamental, not like the other one, because these pages actually come out, and I had removed some of them when I was designing stuff just to photograph it. Oh, photographing is hard. Anyway, yeah, Susan, if you have this journal, you can use this journal. Now, I'm using a 7x10 journal just because I want size. You know, it matters. But these are smaller. These are only 5.5 by like 7.5. Same thing with this, smaller. This isn't a page falling out. This is a bonus Christmas card we did, and I just want to keep it with that. Should just punch holes and stick it in. Okay, so what are the 5 basic supplies? I think I just mentioned one of them, and this is one. This is a mixed media or watercolor journal, number 1. Okay, journal, painter's tape, all of which I sell in my shop. Somebody asked, can you place an order now? Sure, go ahead. You don't have to get the stuff from me. This is a classic set of watercolors, classic colors. This. Oh, this is a different type of art journal. Oh, this is in there for no reason. A number 6. Oh, I don't have another. A number 6 brush will do you, round. And then a twin tip Sharpie will really help you. Okay, so that's 5 supplies. Just like this. You can have, they don't have to be together. It's just, this is the ultra fine and this is the fine. So you don't need 2 pens. It's all in one. Okay, so 5 basic supplies. And that really is exactly what I have done to start my creative journey many moons ago and start creating art that is like this. And for those of you who say to me, I can't draw. Well, yes, you can. You just don't know it. And also, I don't really go heavy on drawing. I really don't. I don't like to draw. I don't like to scale things. I don't like to put myself down. I don't like, to have that perfectness. So this is just a process that I have used and has been so effective and efficient. And it truly is something I believe in, because I think many people have a very difficult time finding their art voice, and also not only have a difficult time finding their art voice, but they have a very difficult time looking at a white piece of paper and going, what do I do? Like, Tracy isn't here right now. What do I do? Well, if that paper is cut into thirds or cut into half, it kind of scales things down and you're just not as intimidated. And those drawings will start to come a little bit more easy. Those paintings will start to come easier. And that is truly something I believe in. Why do I believe in it? Because it's exactly what I did. I am not doing anything other than what I did. Shelley, is this good for beginners? This is perfect for beginners, but it is also perfect if you're an experienced artist. Maybe you've gotten out of the habit. Maybe you just want some new techniques or some new ideas. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, this is free to you. And I am looking forward to creating with all of you, which I now consider many of you to be a little bit more advanced or very advanced. And you've had lessons in your Artful Journey. We're going to pull all that together and I break it down. Shelly, it's all in bite-sized pieces. Judy said, I love all the vibrant colors and looking forward to the challenge. Yes. Thank you, Lisa, with 2 S's. She said, I love Tracy's challenges. Brenda just said, thank you, I just joined. I so appreciate that. I was racking my brain, as I always do, like, what can I do? What can I do that is going to inspire you guys to make a daily habit? And what, because I do the same stuff. I know I have an art studio. I come out here, I work, I do big projects, I teach, I do lessons for your artful journey. I work with magazines and whatnot. But here's the thing. It all comes down to those 5 basic supplies. It all comes back to just doing it as a daily habit. So 5 days of doing so. Oh, Lisa says, I love Tracy. Okay. Also, this year I turned 55, and it's 2025, and 5 is my favorite number. So wonderful. I need to get back in the habit. Oh, Connie. Yeah, I designed this, and it was funny because my team got together. We came up with, we always brainstorm, what can we do for a challenge that is something usable, useful. And the one thing I kept saying over and over again is just, why don't I answer all the questions of people asking me about my creative habit to help you find your creative voice? That's been really important. Everybody paints differently or creates differently. So if I can just give you a couple of good habits that will get you creating. So even though I have this lovely art studio that I work in and I love it and it's separate and I have to walk from the cold from the house, 75 steps over here, I have a small travel bag. Where is it? Oh, it is here. This is so funny because I normally leave this in the house, but I brought it out because I need to replenish it and take things out. But I have a little bag. It's kind of small. Looks kind of big. And right now I have more in it than I normally do because I have my year-end books I'm working on. But the 5 basic supplies that I talked to you about fit into a purse, fit into something small. So art can go with you. Sorry, that's the... I'm like, what's kicking on now? And that is something that I feel is really important. So as we go into the new year, I'm just there to help you along and just get you back in that daily habit. And all the lessons are recorded. So if you can't be there live, and yes, I will be staying up and creating past 8 o'clock, which I haven't done in forever. Each of the lessons will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Western Time, and 7 p.m. Central Time. Okay, I think I made notes. Okay, so when you go to the Facebook or when you go to the page, it'll show you kind of what we'll be doing and talks about the supplies. A complete supply list is provided. Use what you have. My name is Tracy. That's so funny. And use what you have, and if you have any questions, you can answer me in that group. I do provide the supply list, clickable links if you want to buy something or use exactly what I'm using. All the links are in there. I have placed orders from all my manufacturers and trying to get supplies in. But we released the signups today, and I could not talk about it because we announced it in your Artful Journey. And I just wanted to tell everybody, and I'll be going live. What's today? Today's Monday. So I'm alive. Well, I hope so. I'll be live. I'll go live tomorrow morning and talk about it. And then I'll be live on Wednesday night for our normal. We're back to our normal creating at night. I don't remember what time it is. I'll have to look. And then Friday morning, I'm going to do tea with Tracy, and we'll talk about those 5 supplies and go over things. Okay, I have to sneeze. Any other questions before I go? Thank you so much, and thank you for the excitement. I love that you guys are going to join me. It's something I truly am passionate about because I truly have done it myself. Hold on. I'm going to be on fire in a minute. Oh, so happy it's recorded. Yeah, Mary Ellen, you asked in your Artful Journey. If it is recorded, you can watch them over and over. So I answer questions. If you haven't been part of one of my lives, art challenges, they're live, all recorded. You'll be able to review them in the private Facebook group. And like I said, 5 basic supplies. This is not all of the books that I have done in this method, but this is just some of them. And Your Artful Journey has been doing a flip book for the past year or so, I think even more. And I'll tell you what, as somebody who has gone to the gym, trained for half marathons, not lately, but I will, it is something that I firmly believe in. And I really do love it too when I can do something that everybody has the supplies or they have access to the supplies quite easily. You can buy them for me. Started with Tracy in 2020. Love making creativity a part of my life. I can tell you the difference I get out of the habit. So glad I joined the tribe. Thank you. What size book? So Felicia, all of the details on the journals are in the Facebook group. The ones I just showed you, the one I'm using is 7 by 10, but if you want, I won't go into details on specifics of will this pen work, will this, you can do it in the Facebook group. I will be using a 7 by 10 book. I didn't want to use something that's real small because I'm teaching and I want you to be able to see it. But the other books that I have here are like 5.5 by 8.5. So these, I think this is even 5.5 by 6.5. So size just depends on what you want to work in. Like I find this to be a very manageable size. Yeah, this one's 5.5 by 8.5. And I want to say that this one is 5.5 by 6.5. Yeah. But if you have specific questions, and then the reason I'm showing a twin tip Sharpie is A, I carry them, and B, it's just a perfectly good, doesn't run with the watercolors, and this one has the ultra fine and fine. You can use it in 2 different pens. Any watercolors will do. You don't have to get the ones I use. Yes, these are vibrant in color. We'll talk about vibrancy because watercolors dry lighter than when you put them on. But as you can tell, I get pretty vibrant colors out of everything I do. Painter's tape, again, that's dependent on the size of book you have. I have a really creative way of taping the book down when I do it. So I'm going to share that. And I think that, and a 6 round brush, which I don't have one in front of me. Yes, I do. Do I have one in front of me? No, I don't. These are, and I'm going to be doing giveaways and all of the things. So it's really something that I am excited to share with you guys. And I'm really happy to be back. My team, if you guys didn't notice, behind the scenes, if you go to yourartfuljourney.com, getting texted. If you go to yourartfuljourney.com, we're doing a facelift on Your Artful Journey, and just all the things that are really important to me. 2025, my word of the year is dare. So I am daring to go bigger, better, broader, and just working with you guys. So tell your friends about it to join us. The painter, all the details about the supplies are going to be in the Facebook group. The one that I use, I believe, is 1/2 inch, but you don't have to have that size. You can, I talk about, it's in the Facebook group, Sue. The one I use is a 1/2 inch. Yeah, and I stocked up on all that stuff. So hopefully that will answer some of the questions. I'll be live talking about it again. I'm going to be live this Wednesday for our normal demo evening, which I do every Wednesday. And then I'll be live this Friday for Tea with Tracy, where we kick off our day and have a cup of tea, do a little art project, do a little dance. Kidding. I think that's it. But yeah, once you join, immediately go to the Facebook group. There is a video on how I make the pages. You don't have to cut a bunch in advance, just have a few cut that we can work on. And I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy to paint with me. Okay, Shelly says, I'm definitely joining. Oh, I'm excited about that. So I will see you guys all soon. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it like it's hot. I should have put my name on here. Excuse me. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. I'm all over the map today. Oh, well, support at yourartfuljourney.com. What time is Tea with Tracy on Friday? I want to say 10:30 a.m. Don't quote me. I am slowly but surely getting back into the swing of things. I don't know what is going on. Why I'm so slow to the uptake on what is going on in the world right now, but I took time off. I don't know if you guys saw at Facebook, but my daughter was here like the 31st through 27th through the 31st. Took her to the airport. 2 days later, my oldest son flew in and flippin' surprised me. It was so amazing, very sweet. When your 27-year-old does all the things and flies out to surprise his mama. So I was really off until yesterday morning when I dropped him off. I took the time off from Friday to Sunday to be with him. Hope you guys enjoy. I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you later.